Hi friends, welcome to December 1st and the start of a new vlog. La 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 la. I didn't plan this, I'm gonna be real with you. I guess this is just my first of the month shirt. If you haven't watched my November vlog, go ahead and watch that. It's about 20 minutes of pure November chaos, and this month will probably be the same. I'm not gonna forget that there's a holiday this month. Gotta do that. So big things happening this month so far, and I'll update as the vlog goes on Saturday. I'm part of the Blood Mark Live on TikTok with a whole bunch of awesome people. And then also with awesome people, I am part of the House of Hunger Live. I'm just so excited about. Spoiler alert, I have to finish reading House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. If you don't know who Alexis Henderson is, she also wrote Year of the Witching, which is a book that I really loved. And I'll put the review I did for it up in the cards and down in the description box below. So if you're looking for someone who does gothic, spooky, black girl magic, Alexis Henderson is the one we're looking for. So yeah, let's get this week started. Clink! It's still hot. I am making my way through House of Hunger though. Oh my god, I look so weird with that eyebrows. It's late at night. I am losing my brain. I put my Christmas tree. Yay me. Anyway, 29% through the book. The live show was on Sunday. Lord have mercy. In the book so far, the main character is Marion. Marion, I'm just gonna say it as Marion. Is there a prettier? Marion. So Marion is a scullery maid, attributing it to London. It's really cool because I just watched Enola 2 and they were dealing with things like the match girls and typhoid and all that good stuff, and that's what's in this book. Amazing tie-in. So I probably wouldn't have known what the matchstick girls were if not for Enola 2. That's called media value. I don't think that's what it's called. Anyhoozle, Marion is a scullery maid for this woman who's absolutely dreadful, and every day at noon she goes to meet up with her friend of whom they used to do petty crime together. Marion decided to get legitimate work, and her friend decided to work as a matchstick girl, and she looks like sick. So during their meetup that day for lunch, which they just kind of have like a cigarette, that's about it, her friend brings a little newspaper clipping, and with that newspaper clipping they see a advert in the matrimony section for a blood maid. Basically her friend is like, who would do that? Don't be such a hooer. And Marion's like, I don't know, that sounds like good money to me. So her friend is very against it. Like, people in the South are very against it. But Marion's like, I hate it here. I'm trying to get the fuck out, bruh. So the other thing that we learn like really early in the book is that Marion lives with her brother Raoul. Raoul is a druggie. He's a junkie, he's really abusive, and he's just kind of like really gross. Basically, he feels like he has some sort of ownership over her. And I'm not gonna lie to you, whenever these sort of relationships are depicted in books or in movies, it feels very like minorly incestuous, like one-sidedly. Like Raoul feels like he owns his sister, a woman, and I think that it's mostly coming from a place of woman and not sister, but it still feels very icky. And I think that was the point. I'm not going to put words in Alexis Henderson's mouth. I think she's brilliant. But that was like the icky feeling I was getting. So after a particularly bad fight that she and Raoul have, Marion decides to go to the place where the Blood Maiden tryouts are happening. This is another chaotic vlog interlude. Normal shit. I've never made ribs before. I'm a rib eater. I like ribs, like a good rack of ribs. I'll down them. I'll eat them. My family literally calls me eat 'em up. I will eat almost anything as long as it's good. But I've never made ribs before. Yeah, so I ordered a giant rack of ribs. I didn't know they were that big. So I looked on the internet for a recipe. I called my mom. And the general consensus is that I can use an oven. I don't need a slow cooker. So please join me on this fun little rib ride. Okay, according to this device called an iPad, I have to wash, pat dry, cut off the thin membrane of the ribs, and then I put on the wet and dry rub, even though my mom said I don't need to put the wet on immediately. So I don't know what to do. We're going to do it my way. I don't know what my way is yet, so stay tuned. Here's my rack. They're baby back ribs as far as I know. I don't know the difference. I assume ribs are bigger. Yeah, pork baby back. Now I know a lot of you are like, oh my god, Nika, you can't eat all that. I could. I'm not going to because I'm trying to practice moderation control. But again, my family's nickname for me is eat 'em up. Do with that what you will. Okay, so I just got done thoroughly washing the ribs. They're in the sink. I'm going to pat them dry. I don't know what this membrane thing is that the instructions are talking about, but I guess I'll figure it out along the way. Okay, so I have this Carolina barbecue sauce. It's tangy. You know, I love a good tang. Carolina barbecue sauces are usually my favorite, but I also have this regular Kraft sweet brown sugar barbecue sauce because I do like sweetness. And we're just gonna see what we can make happen here. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Okay, quick update. I just walked into my kitchen and it smells good. It smells good in here. Oh my god, moment of truth for the ribs. We're just gonna take a little forky. Right, it's not as soft as I would have liked. It's good though. A win is a win. A win is a win. Hi! So all live shows for the weekend are completed and accounted for. Oh my god, so excited. The Blood Marked live on TikTok went really well. If you want to see that, I don't know where that will be. You have to talk to Michaela. And then the House of Hunger one went amazingly well. Just, I'm going to put the link to it down below. You can find it on YouTube. So many layers of that book that I didn't realize until I started running my mouth. And just everyone was so good. Loved it. Friends, I was doing a little bit of shopping, and as I was coming out of the quickie way, oh, hold on. Okay, so that was the AAA driver. Seriously, cannot thank AAA enough for always being here when I need them. Okay, like, girl, you always there for me. I can't even express my gratefulness. No, seriously, since moving here, I've had so many, a AAA truck just drove by. Hold on, come back here. It's me you're looking for. Anyway, I went to Five Below, and I always go to Five Below when I'm like, I need a new exercise thingy, because I don't really use huge equipment. I haven't been to a gym since the pandemic started. So I was like, let me go there and see what they have. So I got a yoga block. I got a couple interesting little weights. And then, yeah, that was about it. And then I went to the Quick Way that's actually over there. And as I was leaving the Quick Way, this guy was like aggressively gesturing at my vehicle. And I was like, homie, I have so much space to back out. Why are you yelling at me? And he was like, no, your tire's flat, bitch. And he didn't call me a bitch, but he was like, your tire's flat. And I was like, oh no, flat? How long has it been flat? That means I drove down the highway with a flat tire. That's so bad for your car. So now I'm sitting here looking silly. I got food in my car. I don't want to like eat the food in my car. I just cleaned my car like 2 weeks ago, but I'm just annoyed. Now my food's warming up. I want the hot things hot and the cold things cold, you know? Okay, I'm back inside, but I'm pretty sure that whatever flattened my tire is in the garage, like on the garage ramp when we come in, because when I was driving back in, I felt something shift. So if I go back down there tomorrow and my car has another flat tire, I know it's something in the garage, and I will be taking that to management. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my food finally. I didn't eat it in my car. Like I said, I just don't want to mess up my car. But now my week will be including getting my booster and hopefully getting new tires. Greetings, Earthlings. I have once again let this vlog fall to disrepair. But here's some updates. First and foremost, cheer with me. I got this proof copy of my book. This is just for editing purposes, but it feels really nice to hold it. Here's the mock-up front, here's the mock-up back. Obviously there's no like information on it. It feels really nice to hold my words. I know for sure that some of the like wording on the cover is gonna change, but like to freaking see the inside of my book formatted like this, it's wild. It's a wild experience. Look at me, I'm already shedding a tear. My main priority for this month really was to get through all the arcs that are sitting on my Kindle right now and that are backed up on NetGalley. But once the feedback came in from Gab from Gab with Purpose, who did my edit letter, which was amazing, by the way. Absolutely recommend that you work with Gab because my book was in great hands. I knew that my book was in great hands just because I had a personal relationship with Gabby first, but to see the work and the passion that she put into the story and into reading it and wow, the stuttering, and into understanding it really made the difference for me as the writer who has to go in and take this feedback and, you know, do stuff inside the book. It was amazing. I highly recommend you just work with Gabby. Work with Gabby in 2023. She's no longer taking people for 2022, obviously. So a lot of people are like, why would you do this instead of just editing on your computer like you've been doing? I became story blind. So seeing my book so many times in that format laid out in Google Drive docs, made it so I wasn't actually reading the words. I was reading the inferences of the chapter that I was getting from the first sentence because I had read it so many times. I hope that makes sense. So reading it this way has actually opened me up to seeing the words in a different way, which has allowed me to actually read the words. So I just kind of go through and mark things that I think need changing. I've noticed repeating words that I did not notice before, and I marked them down on this little end of chapter post-it note. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Hello everyone, and welcome to a Chrimmus opening. I'm traveling on the 23rd to go see my family. My family did send me some presents to put under my tree, which is, if you watched my last vlog, you know that I was like, ooh, it's my first year with an empty tree, and they were like, we're not having it. So that's really nice of them. So I like just woke up. The building doesn't have internet. My mom is mad at me. Like, I don't know, it's fun because at least I can still get the family drama and the drama life experience before Christmas Day in my new apartment. Before I get into it, I don't want you guys to be like, well, your family must hate you. I ask for very specific things every year, and this year is no different. Being that the air in this apartment is poo-poo, I am hoping to find an air purifier. I did have one in my wish list. They might have gotten that one, they might have gotten a different one, but I really want an air purifier. I asked for a new headset because my headset, much like most of the things I've gotten from Corsair, you know, no, I won't say that, but some of the things I've gotten from Corsair have been not lasting as long as they should. All of my peripherals were Corsair. So my Corsair headset pooped out on me, and I was like, you know what, that's fine, I'll mix it up this time. And a lot of people were like, why do you keep sticking with Corsair? It just seems to not work out for you. And you know what, you're right. However, my keyboard, yeah, even my keyboard's starting to go, ugh, now I'm thinking about it. What did I ask for? I remember air purifier and headset because those are like my main concerns, you know, breathing and hearing properly when I edit videos. Because I noticed in my last vlog the pitch was not level, and I just, you know, with the construction going on, I can't hear things as well. And then, like, I don't know, it's not like my monitor speakers are ever going to compare to like having the sound right up close to my ears. So let's see. I don't know why I just explained that to you, but let's see. Yo, my camera died. This present back here, the one left over, that is my air purifiers. I'm going to set those up probably a little bit later. Yeah, thank you for joining me for this Christmas unboxing. Thank you for being here this year. I know that like with my YouTube channel, I focus more on my TikTok channel and Instagram. It's just easier for me to post there, but if I can keep doing these monthly vlogs, monthly wrap-ups, and with a like surprise video every other now and then, that's super cool. And I'm super glad that those of you who dig it. I'll keep doing it if you dig it. As I always say, it takes one demand, and I'll probably make it happen. Hey y'all, writerly check-in. Also, I have not had internet for most of today. It's still off, building-wide outage, but I'm on chapter 19, so we're nearing the halfway point. If you take away any tip from me, ever, edit your book when it's nearing that like final draft. Edit your book in printed book form. It gives you like the real reader experience, and it makes you think about your book and the words that you're seeing and taking in a different way, so it really helps. Other than that, my arc week, I planned to clear out all the arcs before the new year, but that just simply wasn't happening, babes. Because I'm really focused on my own book. But I am reading the arc of Coven of Ruin by T.K. Tucker, and it'll be a good debut for her, honestly. I don't know, I think I want to go to sleep, but I also want to keep reading. I'm trying to just like get through this arc at least, like let it be the last thing I read this year. Or, you know, I'll probably read when I'm at my parents' place, but yeah, I don't know. I'm tired, but I'm not tired. You know what I mean? I'm just aggravated. Like, today was so ridiculous. Like, I've had some issues with the person who works here. And, like, no offense to him if he watches this, but I told him that I was not interested in a romantic relationship right now when he asked me out. But I want people to understand that while that was true, I mainly said it because he is a man with access to my apartment when he comes in this building. That's so unsafe, and that's like crossing so many lines. I just feel like they should not be allowed to even ask out residents of this building. I know that's so harsh. What are you thinking? So I'm just like, can I take another year of this? Can they hire someone else? Please? I don't want people to be like, it must suck to have people asking you out on a date. But here's the thing, it does, because I'm not interested in these people. So then I have to be like, you know, don't kill me. Don't do that. But I'm not interested. And then they want to get all like weird, you know? Take the no. I take the no. I shot my shot with somebody months ago and they just ignored me. And I was like, okay, I'm not. Hello? Welcome to another episode of Neeks is staying up all night to make her early train as she travels to her ancestral home, aka her parents' house for the holidays. I'm gonna be actually staying there for like longer than I normally do, so that'll be fun. Here's what I'm looking at. Still running through edits. I am at the halfway point now. My iPad, obviously. Notebook, which has all my major changes to make that, major and minor. Pins, gotta go get my planner. Obviously, we're bringing the Switch in the case. I won't be bringing any physical books with me to save on space. Also, there's so many books on my Kindle right now. I just had to wait like literally 15 minutes for an Uber to take my ride. Before anybody asked, I have a 4.96 ride rating. Apparently it's just super busy, but I'm gonna be cutting it close this time. Very, very close. These close. Hello, I'm back in my apartment. How fun. Yay, what a good trip. I always love going to see my parents, but now I have to unpack and that's like the worst thing ever. I mean, not ever. It's not fun. Hi friends, so I just filmed my favorites of 2020 video, and in that stack there are a couple of HarperCollins books, and I wanted to take a quick pause and insert this in the vlog as well. HarperCollins union has been on strike for over 30 days now. The CEO, the people in charge have refused to come to the table. And I want you to understand that these people are making so much money and then refusing to let their employees have a livable wage. They're not asking for anything insane, which by this time they better start, because whoo, deal. They are asking for, basically for them to match what I think the Simon & Schuster people are getting to start with. Simon & Schuster peeps get $50K a year. And I believe HarperCollins, like the starting for HarperCollins is $45. Now, when you live in New York, which they are required to do to work for HarperCollins, that's expensive. These people are living in freaking closets, dude. It is lunacy to me that the CEOs who are making hand over fist of money since the pandemic started are refusing to go to the table and talk to these people about a livable wage. These are normal things to request, and HarperCollins has refused to come to the table. I don't know what else to tell you about corporate greed. I know that I'm sounding very tin hat right now, but this is absolute nonsense. It is what it is. If you guys have not read up on what's going on with HarperCollins, please do so. It's very important that we as readers and we as authors, we understand that we can affect change in the industry so that everyone has it better. Okay, not just readers, not just authors, everyone. Okay.